Spider-Man, Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse. The movie review. Normally, the Marvel Cinematic Universe reserves its very best and brightest for a Spider-Man movie. Normally, they reserve all of their resources to make a Spider-Man movie as entertaining as possible, at times at the expense of their other franchises. Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse is the second Miles Morales-centered Spider-Man movie. It follows Into the Spider-Verse. Across the Spider-Verse, the redeeming value of Across the Spider-Verse is literally within the lobby of the Spider-Verse, where we see all of the Spider-Men and women. Spider-Gwen, Spider-Woman, Spider-Man 2099, Peter Parker. Parker and MJ have a kid now with spider powers. Literally a spider cat. Spider gunslinger, complete with Western horse wearing another spider mask. You get the drift. If there was an iteration of Spider-Man, they were in the lobby of the Spider-Verse. And the film's redeeming scene was the one of all of them chasing Morales around the Spider-Verse, because Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse was one 2-hour and 15-minute question of conscience that ended on a cliffhanger. On a very blatant cliffhanger. Miles Morales is a hero. Spider-Man is supposed to be a hero, and to Miles Morales, this means saving lives. But what if saving one life was at the expense of every other life? You know what I mean? How is he to know? Miles Morales is still young here. Miles Morales ends up chasing the Marvel villain Spot over all forms of realities and years and timelines, only to eventually wind up in an alternate timeline that isn't his own. And because Miles Morales would like to catch a villain before he should lose his father, in the same way that Peter lost Uncle Ben, and all of the Spider heroes lost someone, Spider-Man 2099 considers this logic unacceptable, as it's disrupting what he literally calls canon. So there's this huge rat race all over the Spider-Verse to catch Miles Morales and beat the spider snot out of him until he changes his mind. At least that's how Spidey 2099 sees things. And that's literally the redeeming value of the movie. I mean, it's shown in every single trailer, all of the Spider-Men pointing at one another, like it looked in the Spider-Man 1966 cartoon, where there were two Spider-Men at one point in time. Anyway, we get to really see we get to really see Miles Morales. We get to see Spider-Gwen. We get to see Peter Parker one more time. And we get introduced to the likes of Ben Reilly, Spider-Man 2099, Punk Spider, literally Spider Punk. I can't remember. Spider-Man with luscious black locks hanging out the top of his mask. And a Jessica Drew Spider-Woman. We get to see her. Only for a short time. That and countless others that may or may not have been given names. Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse, with only one villain and spending a lot of the movie being pretty preachy and with one really exciting scene, really entertaining scene of the chase throughout the Spider-Verse, let alone being 2 hours and 15 minutes long and then delivering us a cliffhanger. I never thought I'd do this to a Spider-Man movie. It's still good for 3.5 popcorn buckets out of 5. And I'm usually a lot more generous than that. 3.5 popcorn buckets out of 5. Across the Spider-Verse picks up right where Into the Spider-Verse left off and sets us up brilliantly for Beyond the Spider-Verse. Is it worth seeing? Well, that's why I review the movies for you. 3.5 popcorn buckets out of 5. It's not exactly the star system that legitimate film reviewers use, but you can make a decision for yourself. 3.5 popcorn buckets out of 5 is still a reasonable 70%. The effort was definitely there. Well, check out Into the Spider-Verse. Wait a minute. Across the Spider-Verse, excuse me. Check out Across the Spider-Verse. I'm Ken Sprindley. I review films so that you can make up your own mind. I'll catch you later.